G'day all people, Junga Bunga's in the house. How are you all going? Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all that good stuff. Hopefully you've all had a good cracker, a good weekend, good holidays, weeks off, whatever you're having. We had a nice quiet one, it was just good up the coast and back home just doing a bit of car work. Yeah, dreading going back to work next week, but hey, that happens. Thanks all for that last video. Looks like we've had nearly 3,000 views. We've finally made it. We've got our watch hours. We're well and truly over that 4,000 watch hours. So now we're eligible to be monetized through YouTube. So I've got to try and go on the laptop and work out that good stuff. And hopefully we get accepted and yeah, we can be monetized on YouTube, which was a goal. We've made that now. What do you reckon, Theo? Nothing off in the background. Hopefully, yeah, that's that goal done and dusted. Now I got a new goal this year. I want to try and get in the next couple of months, I want to try and get to 2,000 subscribers. And I'd like to try and by the end of the year, try and get to like 3,000 or 4,000 subs. That'd be bloody awesome. So I'll make a couple goals throughout the year. But no, I'd just like to thank all you good people for liking, subscribing, commenting, following along and sharing and all that good stuff. So thank you. Now we're going to get into it. We'll have a look here at old Mullet Express. As everyone's seen, we had a bit of a prang. And I want to get into it, show you the damage, and we'll talk about whether the car can be raced again. And see what the fate of its future is. So, righto guys, let's check her out. Well, the old front looks a bit worse for wear. I don't think we're going to sit down and penalty that out. That left guard, nose cone, she's toasted. Gornskis. She took a lot of the hit, the old steel front. Actually the doors, bonnet, all that are still in pretty good nick. It's the old left-hand guard, she's gone, and the nose cone. The poor old grill, Nelly, made it through. It just broke on the edge. And the right guard is actually in good nick. I think we'll unbolt it and we'll be able to rework it and go again, hopefully. So that helps out with part-wise, only minimal. We just got to get a nose cone, left guard, and just make the new structure inside to bolt up to the front. This is the bar. You're supposed to have a chrome ollie or a steel bar on front of your fuel tank, and I made this big beast up. And it took a bit of the hit, it was good. That's the extractor, she's rooted. Now we'll check the car out. Check her out. It's not too bad. I think we've got away with it pretty light, pretty good. We have cut this bar out, just cut it out over Christmas, just to pull the engine out. This bar had moved over about 20 mil. I wanted to get it out of the way. We wanted to rework them because it's pretty tight. We have trouble getting this engine out, especially that side with the Big Chief heads. Now that we're going to the Big Chief motor, we were having a little bit of drama. It wasn't the easiest to get the engine in and out, so I wanted to rework them bars anyway. Check out the chassis here. Look, the fuel tank. Fuel tank's right at the front of the car. The fuel tank has had the smallest little love tap there, which was just from when the bolts broke in our little bull bar at the front there. So the bull bar, I'll show you this little rig. She sat right at the front here, and yeah. So that piece of ink, that bit there, that bit of box there, that's when years ago we used to run a radiator in it, and that has actually took most of the hit. So it's hit that on the concrete on the wall, and it's bent that up, which would have just bent that front rail, top rail, just that little bit. And at the moment, the whole box section we've had it all plumb bobbed onto the concrete, and it's not bad at all. I'm just about to lift the engine out, and we're going to put it on. I've got a chassis jig, so we're just about to put it on the chassis jig, but there's no damage whatsoever to the body. Just here, the bonnet, that's just where the front end clips onto the shell, and it's just bent that up. It's an easy fix. Even this left-hand door, I'll show you this left-hand door, it's still in good nick. It's got a little buster, just a little bit there, bit of paint, but yeah, no, it's actually not too bad. Worst case scenario, front halve it, which is, we're pretty lucky. I want to do some cage upgrades and that anyway while we're going. Check, how's that look? That's me fresh blower that was going on after this meeting, that it will be going on once we're back on track. Changes the look a bit. Don't know if I'm a fan of carbon fibre or not, but it doesn't look too bad. So then on my numbers that were on it before me, I've got to pull all them off. But, we just got to do a little bit of work with the firewall back here just to fit the blower just that little bit. We're going to make some changes. I'll get this motor out first, get on the chassis jig, and then we'll know 100%. But so far with laser levels and laser lights and plumb bobs, squares and that, everything's not too bad. Front strut, she's rooted. Well, it's not really, but we were about to change struts anyway. So like the strut was still in the tower and everything on the chassis rail. It's just bending a little bit. The rim's rooted. It's a shame. They weren't too bad rims still, but she's Gornski's now. And we were just about to go to some new adjustable front shocks anyway. So we'll make that change. I'll get this engine out very shortly. But yeah, the short answer is, without talking too much, everything's sweet. We will be racing again. The old girl will go again. Front half maybe. Check all this out. Magneto, everything is beautiful. Like, it's not far off that fuel tank and everything's sweet. So it's had no real bad hit. A lot of the hits been taken by that radiator support. And yeah, this top bar here took a little movement in, I think about 20 mil roughly. And we just cut him out to get the motor out. It would be easier. So righto guys, that's the damage report. We've checked everything else out. Actually, I'll just show you the doors and that. So this is the right hand side door, perfectly fine. The fiberglass bonnet has had, just where the bonnet had that little hit, where the front end got squished, it's ripped the Zeus's out, them two, and just that little hit there. The rest of the bonnet is actually fine, so we'll be able to repair that. And this is the left door. I thought all that was going to be rooted. These are old school fiberglass doors on it, and it's got the smallest little crack there, and just open that up a little bit, and these are real heavy. Oh, they're real heavy, thick fiberglass doors. So they've got a little bit of damage in there. We'll see if I'd say it's repairable. If not, I've got the original OG doors off the Torana when it was called the Crazy Magpie, the steel doors. So I'll just put them back on. And worst case scenario, I'll just bolt these up doors back up. The old original Crazy Magpie. That's when John, the old man, first chassied the car, or not even chassied it, sorry, back in the Pro Street days. He called it the Crazy Magpie. And yeah, we'll bang them on. I was even tempted with repainting. I was even talking about going back white and black. But I love the red, love the black. That's our brand now. I think we stick to that. So righto guys and girls, that's an update on the Torana. It's not as bad as it looks, or as bad as it looked in the photos of the crash. We have cut that bar out. It didn't even look too bad, that bar, but we've cut it out to get the engine out easier. And yeah, the rest of the body and everything's good. Nothing touching the rear end, but just about to get on the chassis jig, and then I will take the body off it and just double check everything. I want to do change the cage and put a funny car cage and do all that good stuff. So we will make some decisions what we're going to do. So righto all, and thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting and all that good stuff. We'll finish this video up here. Maybe I'll just have a look. I might even put some no prep, follow this through with the last of the no prep, see how long I got. I might even put this at the end of this video. If not, I'll make a video of it on its own. Just wanted to update yous, and we'll catch yous all on the next one. Before we finish it off, a few people have asked how how they can help out and whatnot. People have reached out with parts and that. I've got a little bit of merchandise left, so if anyone wants to, hit us up, comment on here, or it'll be easy if you go on to Facebook, Jungabunga Racing, send us a message. I've got about 20 original Jungabunga Racing shirts left with the HQ and the Torana on them. I'm selling them for $35 each. Also, I've got about 16 of the Mullet Express shirts. It's just the Torana. I'll sell them for $30 each. I want to try and get rid of them. I'm about to restock and start some new merchandise. And we've also got a heap of Mullet Express kid shirts too, anywhere from babies right through to kids. So send us a message on Jungabunga Racing and we'll sort you out with some merchandise. If you want to buy some, that'll help us out tremendously. Got plenty of stubby coolers, plenty of hats, no prep. I've got everything from Jungabunga Racing to Jungabunga No Prep Cash Day merch. So if you do want to get on, that's a good way to help us out. So get on the Jungabunga Racing on Facebook. Cheers all.